Smith here with Coach Dave Dobbenmeyer and Take It to the Field. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Doug, and excited about tonight's game for sure.
All right, last week you played Grove City, nail-biting at times, but in the end you won. You're in the playoffs. How'd that game go?
Well, it wasn't nail-biting at times. It was nail-biting most of the time, Doug. We fell behind 1 point into the first quarter. We were down 24-10, if you can believe that. We gave up 24 points first quarter. For those who weren't at the game, they would understand one of them was a kickoff return, one was a big pass play on the second play of the game. We turned the ball over down deep, and so they converted them into points. We found ourselves down 24-10. Our guys fought back pretty well. We were ahead, I think, 34-24 at halftime, but it was second half was, I had heart palpitations myself. Every time we would score a touchdown, which we scored every time we had the ball, I would look at that situation and think, if we can just stop them. If we just stop them here, we'll score again, put the game away, and we just wouldn't do it. And they continued to score till late in the game. Lane Toman was able to get an interception for us and seal the victory. But it's something that's been a concern for us all year, Doug, and that's the fact that for whatever reason, we tend to have momentary lapse mentally when we're playing, especially on defense. And we have guys who are overzealous, and sometimes they try to do somebody else's job rather than do their own job. And for those maybe who don't understand the game of football, it's a lot of assignments out there. One guy's supposed to do this, another guy's supposed to do that. Instead of all those guys out there watching the ball, they're supposed to be watching their keys, and a lot of times you find out they end up someplace where they're not supposed to be. That happened to us about 4 times the other night, and they converted them into touchdowns. So it's a great rivalry. And both teams played hard. We played very, very well on offense. But for us to be able to win against Newark Catholic tonight, we're going to got to quit playing such stupid defense and get where we're supposed to get and play the way we're supposed to play.
Well, as you said, Newark Catholic tonight. You're in the playoffs. How would the playoff spectrum have changed had you lost that game to Grove City? Could you have still been in? Who would you play?
It's funny that we would look at it that way. I never mentioned that to our players, but as I saw the way things were breaking down towards that last week, we probably could have lost and gotten in. I haven't really checked to see how that would have been. But that's not what we wanted to do. We've won, I think, 5 games in a row, Doug, and try to build momentum. We tell our guys it's not about who our schedule's been or how well we did against this team or how compare scores. Somebody did this against those guys and they didn't do quite as well, so therefore this is how the two teams match up. I said, every game's different, and you can't always compare scores and get a real feel for what's going on. Now, people who look at our schedule this year, we're 8-2. We're playing against Newark Catholic, who's 8-2. And I'm not here to tell you that we've played the schedule Newark Catholic has played, because we certainly haven't. They've played a very stellar schedule. Most of the teams they've played have not been Division VI teams. They've been larger teams. We've, on the other hand, have played for the most part Division VI football teams. But here's the truth, Doug. You can only play the team that you have on the field that night. And we don't go out and we don't apologize for who we play. That's who we play. And we try to strive to get better each and every week. So we go into a game this week. Newark Catholic's 8-2, and as I said, their losses have been against pretty good football teams. We think our losses have been, except for Ashland and Crestview, have been against some pretty good football teams too. We think Dayton Christian was a pretty good team. But it's been a journey for us, and the whole idea has been every week to get better. And I really think as we look back over it, especially, except for maybe our defense against Grove City Christian last week, I think we've gotten better, especially offensively. Colin Young as our quarterback has come a long way, and we've developed some receivers, and Jake Walker's finally healthy at wide receiver, and Taylor Kopp's become a good receiver, and Josh Heater and Joey Gall. We got a lot of guys that we can now mix the ball to. We think we're a lot more balanced football team than what we were earlier in the season. But here's the truth. Newark Catholic they're the Pittsburgh Steelers of Division VI football. When you think of the greatest probably Division VI football program in the history of Ohio football, it's probably Newark Catholic, a place we would strive to get. That's where we would like our program to reach. They've played 32 playoff. They've had 32 playoff appearances, Doug. This is our second. They've had 32. So they've built a great tradition down there. But the real reality of it is, there aren't 32 playoff teams playing tomorrow night. It's going to be their playoff team and our playoff team. Our guys against their guys. And so we try to tell our guys, quit worrying about all the hype and all their tradition and all that. We're building our tradition. When we step out there and take them on that field tonight, It'll be our second playoff appearance in 2 years. It'll be their second playoff appearance in 2 years. And we think what we do well, and we're excited for the opportunity to be where we are. That's a long way around, I understand, but I think it was needed to paint kind of a broader picture for everybody.
Well, the last time you played Newark Catholic in the playoffs, not the situation you wanted, but it still was a good season. To keep your season alive tonight, what are you going to have to do to beat Newark Catholic?
First of all, not be intimidated. Come out and play well as always. Don't make mistakes. We think, again, as I said earlier, we think Ben Tobin, our offense, we think it causes them some problems. Now, whether it really does, whether when we get out there, are we able to execute what our game plan is, we'll see. But we think all year long, no matter what the competition was, what we do well. But I think for us to win the football game, we are going to have to tighten things up defensively. Our kickoff team has been horrendous all year long, Doug. I think we've given up 4 or 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns. It's just been horrendous. So we're making some changes there that hopefully will firm that up a little bit. We got to play better, quit giving up the big play. If you come and watch our football games, everybody is scoring big plays on us. You can't have a championship program by doing that. So we see what the problems are, and we think we've identified the causes, and we're telling our guys, do your job, play good, solid defense. We think we can move the ball and score, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun no matter what. It's funny, I went up yesterday. I drove the football game originally was going to be played at Newark Catholic up at Whitefield in Newark, but it's a quagmire with all the rain and all the games that they've played up there. It was just a mud hole, and they moved it to Gahanna Lincoln High School. Why they chose that, I don't know. But it's turf, so we don't have to worry about the weather conditions. We're used to the turf when we play down at New Albany, so it's just going to be let's get out on the carpet and let's go at it and let the best team win. We're excited about our opportunity, and we're going to put on a good show.
All right. Well, thank you for being again with us, Coach. I'm Doug Smith for FCA on LSN. Up next, football action.
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They are proud to be the only Green Seal certified janitorial service in Central Ohio and promise to do the job right or do it over. 740-687-1077.
Fairfield Media Productions is proud to present FCA on LSN and FMP Sports on fairfieldmedia.tv.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by
Service Master Clean by Todd George. They are proud to be the only Green Seal certified janitorial service in Central Ohio and promise to do the job right or do it over. 740-687-1077.
Thompson Concrete, a full-service concrete company. Online at thompsonconcrete.com.
Fairfield Mini Storage is located on East Main Street in Lancaster. Or find them online at ffministorage.com.
Discover your promise in academics, in athletics, or in theater at Ohio University Lancaster and Pickerington. Online at lancaster.ohio.edu.
Let Matt Gray motivate you or your group for change. You can visit him online at maxspeaking.com.
InFocus Consulting, the data agency. Online at infocusconsulting.com.
Fairfield Christian Church, located near the River Valley Mall in Lancaster. Online at fairfieldcc.com.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home. Respect for tradition, regard for change. Available online at funeralhome.com.
Roger Weaver and the Weaver Law Offices. Online at weaver-law.com.
Redeemer Lutheran Church and Dr. Jack Davidson. You can visit them online at redeemerlancaster.org.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Hi, this is Tracy Schaefer with Lancaster Upward Sports. I want to invite you to register your child for the upcoming Upward basketball and cheer season. Please visit www.fairfieldcc.com or call 740-654-0099 for more information. Find us on Facebook at Lancaster Upward Sports.
Didn't they say 4? Yeah, but there's nothing here.
Tried doing it from here, and it's like people were standing and waiting while I was getting the files.
It's not us. Scott right outside. Yeah. Maybe he might know. From Gahanna High School, it is Division 6, Region 23, high school football action, quarterfinal action. It is the Newark Catholic Green Wave, second ranked in the region, against the Fairfield Christian Academy Knights, ranked 7th in the region. Hi again, everybody. Jack Davis along with my good friend Jared Camp. Tonight, a pair of 8-2 teams. Newark Catholic, the Green Wave, coached by Bill Franks. They're ranked 9th in the state, 2nd in the dispatch poll. Fairfield Christian is 8-2 on the season, coached by Dave Daubenmeyer. The FCA and Ellison Game of the Week brought to you in part by Service Master Clean by Todd George. They'll help you get clean and stay that way at work, at home, and they demonstrate their commitment to excellence, their promise to do the job right or do it over. Service Master Clean by Todd George can be contacted at 740-687-1077. We thank Todd George for supporting Fairfield Media Productions Sports. And today's starting lineup brought to you in part by Weaver Law Offices, dedicated to serving all of Central Ohio with competent, qualified, and timely legal assistance at reasonable rates. Roger Weaver's a name you know, experience you can trust. Weaver Law Offices can be contacted at 614-834-1750 or online at weaver-law.com. We thank Roger Weaver for supporting FMP Sports. And Jared, this is a matchup of the 2010 season, the playoff action, isn't it?
That's right. FCA's first playoff appearance back in 2010. And you and I both called that game. It's rather close up until halftime, but Newark Catholic broke open their offense, and their defense really put the nails in the coffin. I believe it was 28-0, I believe, final score.
28-0, and you're right. And FCA was in the game. I think it was 6-0 at halftime. Yeah. But turnovers spelled the doom for FCA.
Yeah, Newark Catholic, real balanced team, led by their quarterback, Chase Crouch. So, I mean, Newark Catholic definitely just lit the torch with their passing game. And then, you're right, turnovers just killed FCA 2 years ago. So hopefully, Coach has been in that game 2 years ago against this team. So I know he's telling his quarterback, Colin Young, keep your eyes downfield, just be smart about your throws.
Junior Collins will be kicking off. FCA dressed in the road whites with the red pants and helmets. The Green Wave in their traditional home green helmet, pants, jersey with the white numerals and gold trim. We're at Gahanna Lincoln High School tonight as the Ed White Field in Newark was unplayable due to the recent hurricane. And actually, this is a nicer facility for us, isn't it?
Absolutely. Turf. This is great.
It's a great facility, and we're about ready to begin here. Playoff action, FCA and Newark Catholic.
That's about the time where you want to look.
Officials ready to put the ball in play. There's the whistle.
First round of the playoffs, and here's the kickoff. And this is the
Collins will kick the ball off. And we're underway here at Gahanna. Fielded
going to cut it back now around the outside.
By a Newark up back, up to about the 35-yard line.
Finally drugged down by
First and 10, Newark Catholic.
That's some good field position for Newark Catholic to start their first drive on.
Yeah, that's Ryan Fitzgerald. He is the backup quarterback.
Chase Crouch, number 7, is the quarterback. Their star player for Newark Catholic is number 2, Kevin Bourne. You have to watch number 2. He's a do everything wide receiver, running back.
Also defensive.
He's a defensive whiz as well.
4 defensive touchdowns this year.
Snap goes to Crouch and handed it first time.
Crouch first gives it to the deep back.
The right side of the line for a couple of yards. Actually,
Be second and 8.
Got Brian Miller on the stop for FCA.
Chilly night here at Gahanna.
for them, I mean, if you talk to Newark Catholic this year, I think you're going to talk about this more there, and we'll probably
Crouch leads the team out of the huddle.
Yeah, like we said, well over 2,000 yards.
It's Bourne, the deep back. Give to Bourne.
Bourne again off the left side.
Spins across the 45-yard line. Will be third and short.
About the 42-yard line.
Good run by Bourne, finding the hole, the second effort, and you're right, third and short. It's right where Newark Catholic wants this defense.
In our pre-game notes and the notes that Newark Catholic gave us, they have Bourne listed more as a slot receiver. So I think we'll see him a little bit everywhere. They might split him out. Third and 5. Ball at the 47. And movement will move Newark Catholic back 5. Fairfield Christian Academy always travels well, and they're in good spirits and good form across the way, aren't they?
Absolutely. The school's second playoff appearance, so these fans want to take every chance they can.
They can probably convert this at a fairly easy pace.
Well, we'll see.
Crouch, junior quarterback, 6'4", 211.
Gahanna High School, Division 6, Region 23. Quarterfinal action here between Newark Catholic and Fairfield Christian. Newark Catholic with the ball.
Third and long, Crouch. Throws left side. Caught.
On the left side, that's complete.
That's number 8. Don't have him on our roster yet.
Worked that thing pretty well across midfield to the 45.
And the Knights
first down.
You're right, first down. But the Knights defense, in their 2 losses against Dayton Christian and Crestview, both those teams like to pass the balls. The secondary has definitely developed over the season, but interesting to see how they go up against Chase Crouch, and he has a very good arm.
Crouch back to pass, throws long, overthrows his intended wide receiver.
He had a man there, just overthrow him, yeah.
That's Aaron Jordan for the Newark Catholic Greenway. Bring up second down.
Bring up second and 10.
Yeah, most of the teams that Fairfield Christian has faced have been mostly run-based teams.
Of course, FCA is a run-based team this year.
Yeah.
You might recall last year and 2 years ago, FCA was an exclusively pass-dominated team. When you had Luke Johnson, Hayden Welch.
Yeah, 2 all-state players. Yeah, that definitely helps.
Crouch gives to Bourne around the left side.
Nice hole.
Across the 40. Be third and short.
Bourne has great vision finding that hole. Joey Gall in on the stop for the Knights, one of the senior captains for this team.
So third and 3. Ball's at the 37.
And it'll be third and about 3. Pickup of 7 on that last play. Crouch again under center.
2 wide receivers to the right.
2 wide receivers split out to the right.
Crouch gives to Bourne.
Short side here on the left. He's going to power.
Hit and dropped short of the first down.
It's going to be really close where they mark it.
That'll be close.
Looks like they're going to mark it right
like
on the 35, so they'll be able to move the chains. They'll be first down. Good opening drive by Newark Catholic.
Eating up some clock with their running back here. finding some great holes.
You know, this might be a quicker paced game because both teams can run the football. Ben Tobin is shy of 200 yards for having 3,000 yards on the season.
And this is from a guy who's never played the running back position before, usually a fullback.
Crouch is hit and dropped. And speaking of the night, it's Ben Tobin on the sack.
As well, and that's a big loss for Newark Catholic.
Well, and he also is
Something Coach Daubenmeyer wanted to do was to pressure the Newark Catholic quarterback, and it'll be second and long.
athleticism for both sides.
Absolutely. And the key there was the pressure up the middle, forced him out of the pocket.
Drew Buchanan is in now for Newark Catholic, and he is one of the wide receivers to watch tonight.
2-yard line. 7:53 to go here in the
Crouch in the shotgun. Throws left side, caught, fumble, and it's recovered by Joey Gall. Mitch Cox was the receiver, and the ball popped out when he caught it, and Joey Gall comes up with the turnover. That's what the Knights really need to do, is to win the turnover battle.
And they got some decent field position to get their first drive started.
Like we said, to open, Jared, a couple of years ago, turnovers did the Knights in. They were right in the ball game, but they were their own worst enemy in that second half. First and 10 now. Colin Young, the quarterback, direct snap to Tobin. Across the 30. Gain of about 4 should bring up second and 6.
It's been a great pleasure to watch Ben grow as a tailback over this season. I called the first game against Millersport, and I really wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, he was a big kid, played fullback, but he just amazes me, the power and the speed that he has.
Talked to Ben's dad last week after the game, and he was saying how they really didn't know what to expect this year. Ben being a blocking back last year for Sam Faturo, and to get this opportunity is just a great testament of Ben stepping up. There's a incomplete pass intended for Walker at the 40, broken up by the Newark Catholic defensive backfield. That was Cox on the coverage.
And when Sam transferred to Bloom Carroll, Coach Dobmeyer came to Ben. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about playing running back?" And Ben didn't bat an eye. He was just like, "I'll do whatever I can to help my team out." That's just the kind of guy Ben is. He'll do anything to help his team out to win the ball game. He's a great character guy.
3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Young, quick pass to Heater. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be close to the first down. It will be a first down.
Boy, Heater, just a freshman. You got to watch out for him. He's a quick receiver, and we expect great things for him in his high school career.
Yeah, quick and fast.
Yeah. Once he makes that cut, I mean, he could be gone.
Walker wide to the left. Gall and Heater wide to the right. First down for the Knights. Direct snap to Tobin. Keeps the legs moving, Gain of about 8, second and short, with 6:25 to go, first quarter. Ben Tobin, I think, is the key tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if he can run the ball like they have been running the ball over the past, the Knights have a good shot. Second, and we'll say a long 8, maybe 7. Colin Young over center.
No score so far.
Quarterback sneak. Young keeps the legs moving. It'll be close to a first down. Depends where they mark it. It'll be 3rd and short.
You're right, Ben Tobin, really the key. But the beauty of this offense is once they get Ben going, I mean, that develops into more of the play action because you have a capable quarterback in Colin Young. So if you get the play action going, you can really start throwing the ball down the field.
3rd and short.
Out of the shotgun with Tobin in the backfield. And it'll be that
direct snap to Tobin, hit in the backfield and dropped. Bring up a 4th down. On the tackle was Spencer Magers. It'll be 4th and short, and this is looks like a punting situation for the Knights.
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin Bourne will be back in single safety. That is 25. Colin Young will be the punter. Colin averaging just a little over 36 yards per punt.
Colin Young back to kick it from his 31. Too deep for the Newark Catholic.
Good snap.
Kicks away.
Nice wobbly kick. Fielded at the 30 and breaks a tackle. 35-40 down the sidelines. That's brought down by Young, fumble, and the Knights say they have it.
We'll see who is going to come out with the foul with this one. Both teams saying they have it, so we'll see what ends up happening. Nice hit there by Colin Young.
Austin Dixon rolling off the pile there.
Still trying to situate.
And the Knights do have it. That's a second turnover of the night. That's Kevin Bourne on the turnover.
Kind of a change of pace from the game 2 years ago. The Knights were in the hole with turnovers, but now 2 turnovers tonight for Newark Catholic.
And turnovers can spell the tale of a game, can it?
Absolutely. They have great field position for the Knights.
And I will say this, the 2 turnovers that the Knights have produced, they have been hard defensive hits. Tobin on the direct snap, across the 50 to the 49.
Ben keeps moving his legs. He's such a strong kid that it'll take 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. A lot of guys try to tackle Ben high, and he is just so strong in his legs that he'll drag him along.
2nd and 5. They mark the ball at the 50.
Wide receivers again out here to the short side of the field, to the right. And
direct snap to Tobin, across the 50, cuts back, and he's driven back. He might have gained a yard. 3rd and about 4. Talked to Coach Daubmeyer before the game last week and talked about how he had to, you're talking about a masterful coaching job by Coach Daubmeyer to change an offense that was offensively dominated by the pass this year to offensively dominated by the run, and how the kids all bought in. He says it's kind of like baking a cake. You got different ingredients and you just surprised and wondering how this is all going to turn out.
And really, this kind of offense is Coach Daubmeyer's bread and butter.
Young to Heater, 1st down. And we've talked about it the past couple of years. Coach Daubmeyer is one of the great high school coaches
no doubt.
In Central Ohio.
Just the way he's brought this program through off the ground here at Fairfield Christian, and now in their 2nd playoff appearance in 2 years.
1st and 10 for the Knights in Newark Catholic territory. Tobin around the end, and he might have gotten a yard on that. It'd be 2nd and long. As I was looking for our spot up here in the press box, I passed a familiar face, Aaron Portzline, Columbus Dispatch. He's doing the writing the game story tonight because the Blue Jackets are in that lockout. And he said he's talking about Coach Daubmeyer and that he knows him from Gambier, known him for a number of years, and he said this is really the place where Coach Daubmeyer has always needed to be. This is just a perfect spot for him here at FCA. There's a pass to Kopp, and that's a 1st down or close to it. It's going to be 3rd and short, about a yard short.
Taylor's been a great acquisition to this Knights team. He's a really big kid, knows how to lay a hit.
3rd and short, ball at the 34-yard line. Direct snap to Tobin, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and short. Might have lost a yard.
And no doubt about it, Coach Daubmeyer will go for it.
4th and 2 now with just under 90 seconds to play here in the 1st quarter of play.
Heck, I don't see why not.
receivers out to the left, one completely out here to the right up against the sideline. And Tobin in the backfield with Young.
Direct snap to Tobin. He's going to go around the end looking for a seam. He's got it. Up to the 20-yard line, inside the 20. First down for the Knights with 64 seconds to go. I want to remind you, first quarter action of FCA and LSN brought to you in part by Thompson Concrete, full-service company offering commercial, residential, decorative, excavation, foundation services with the ability to handle every detail of large, complex concrete projects. Thompson Concrete's located in Carroll, Ohio, can be reached at 756-7256 or online at thompsonconcrete.com. First and 10 for the Knights, inside the 20. Tobin over left tackle, keeps the legs moving. Short yardage. Be second and long. 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Clock is running.
And that's what you're going to get when you get to this level.
Now, last year, this would have been Hayden Welch field goal territory.
People that are playing on these nights have definitely.
This year, we've seen Coach Daubenmeyer make this 4-down territory. 15 seconds to go now.
They're going to get a good treat almost every
And FCA is going to let the clock run out. So after one quarter of play, no score here in Gahanna. Newark Catholic and FCA on LSN.
Gray motivate you or your group for change. You can visit him online at maxspeaking.com.
Roger Weaver and the Weaver Law offices online at weaver-law.com.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Back here at Gahanna High School, it is FCA nothing, Newark Catholic nothing, along with the FCA media team, Jarrett Camp and Jack Davidson, in the press box tonight in a nice, enclosed, warm press box.
A lot better than 2 years ago when we covered the last playoff game.
I tell you, you and I have some stories of some press boxes. Remember the time in Miller when we were up, we were on top of the press box and we were able to see through the press box because of the holes in the roof.
I think it snowed that night too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it did.
That was miserable.
Yes, it was miserable. But it's a nice night for football tonight. Everyone is bundled up. FCA now starts the second quarter of play, 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line. Newark Catholic has 2 turnovers on the night. FCA soon to put the ball in play. Young and Tobin. Young throwing to Walker. It is caught. Touchdown, Knights!
Wow. What a throw by Colin Young. What a catch. Even better catch by Walker. I mean, between 2 defenders, what? That was crazy.
That looked like it was a sure interception as Kevin Bourne was there on the coverage, but Walker threaded the needle, going between 2 defensive backs, and Colin Young put it right where it needed to be. An 18-yard pass from Young to Walker gets the Knights on the board.
And that's the first touchdown that the Knights have scored in a playoff game.
Ball down, kick is up, and it is no good. So timeout on the field. 11:53 to go in the first half. The Knights up 6-0 on LSN. Second quarter of action of FCA and LSN brought to you in part by Fairfield Mini Storage, the place to store your personal or business goods in a clean, dry unit within a gated facility. They have outside storage for RVs, boats. They're Lancaster source for Penske truck rentals. Fairfield Mini Storage located at 2230 East Main Street in Lancaster. You can find them on the web at ffministorage.com. We have a player down for Newark Catholic as the trainers will attend to the player. We'll get a number here shortly. That's a good march by FCA.
And that was the result of a turnover by Newark Catholic, their second fumble of the evening, and this drive by FCA turns into points.
It was a little dangerous. It was, yeah. Double coverage. All right.
So FCA is, as the player gets up, FCA goes to the sidelines. That is, the injured player is number 64, which would be Jordan Comer. Linebacker, lineman, 6 foot 260 junior. Being helped off the field. Hope the young man is okay.
Which is one of the offensive line or defensive linemen for the.
Both players, both teams taking a knee, getting instructions from their special teams coaches.
Taking a knee here and probably saying a prayer for.
And we'll be back underway here shortly. I'm going to bring a cart out. Looks like it might be a knee, ankle or a knee.
They support more than 1,000 Fairfield County children and adults with developmental disabilities.
This is a home game for Newark Catholic, as they're the higher seed. They played the tougher schedule too, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Their 2 losses were to Bishop Reedy and Granville. And
weren't you at the Granville game? Or did you go to the Granville game?
No, I did not go to the Granville game. But, I mean, I have a cousin who plays for him. He's a quarterback, and he was telling me that was an intense game. Newark Catholic went down 7-14. And, you know, it's a big rivalry between those 2 schools. So,
Cox, Jordan, and Bourne back in triple safety for the Newark Catholic Green Wave. Bourne is the deep wide receiver, standing at his own 16-yard line. There's the kick, fielded by Cox to the 30. And across the 40-yard line will be first down for Newark Catholic, right in front of our broadcast position.
And not bad field position to start their 3rd drive of the ball game.
This is a different night team than what we saw a couple of years ago. They're a little more confident. This is their 2nd playoff appearance. Newark Catholic, what is this, their 32nd? Something like that. I mean, it's
state record 32nd playoff appearance.
So they're a playoff-tested team. FCA, this is, they're still new at this, but they seem very comfortable tonight. Crouch gives to the first back through, across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. That was Brian Schumacher, the ball carrier. Gain of 7 will be 2nd and short.
Going back to the playoff appearances, I read in the Eagle Gazette, Coach Dobmeyer said, 2 years ago when they made the playoffs, they seemed just kind of content that they were there, that they made the playoffs. But this team, they know that they have a job to do. And you're right, they're looking great.
And there goes Anthony Wing for a touchdown.
And we got a ball game.
58-yard touchdown run by Anthony Wing. And just like that, we're tied at 6.
For the Newark Catholic Green Wave, expected Bourne to come out of that tailback position, but Anthony Wing in on this.
Point after to follow.
He scores a touchdown of about, what was that? 53 yards. So Newark Catholic comes right back here and answers the Fairfield Christian score.
Newark Catholic
with 11:05 to go.
Ready to attempt the point after.
In less than a minute here.
Again, that's what we said. They got 2 teams that can run the ball. Prime example right there. They got
Lohr will
this could be,
kick. Mitch Cox, the holder.
could be a low scoring game.
You just never know.
There's the snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 11:05 to go now in the first half of play. Newark Catholic leads FCA by a score of 7-6 on LSN.
The second quarter action of FCA on LSN is brought to you in part by Fairfield Mini Storage. They're the place to store your personal or business goods in a clean, dry unit within a gated facility. They have outside storage for RVs and boats, and they are Lancaster's source for Penske truck rentals. Fairfield Mini Storage is located at 2230 East Main Street in Lancaster, or you can find them on the web at ffministorage.com.
The staff of 90.9 FM.
Now, one of the storylines we had all the last year was, and we never got to finish it, is where you decided to go to school.
Oh boy.
So it continues. Where did you decide? Where are you going to school? What are you doing? Because our listeners, our viewers want to know.
I'm sure they've been waiting.
They've waited months for this.
Probably go to OUL and for a semester and possibly transfer down to Athens.
Very good.
And study history.
Very good.
That's the plan, at least.
Well, it's good to have you at my side.
It's good to be here.
It's nice to be seen. Couch will kick it off. Straight on kick. Nice fielded by Walker. Fumbles it inside the 10, picks it up, and he's going to be dropped. Just outside the 10-yard line, maybe at the 11, 1st and 10 for the Knights deep in their own territory.
Try to catch that ball and get going right off the bat. If you fumble a little bit, it can, mess up the blocking a little bit up in front.
So FCA will start at their, they're going to mark it at the 11, 1st and 10.
Split second always happens.
Quickly played first quarter. Lasted a total of 15 minutes.
So we will be back here, and Fairfield Christian with the ball at the 10-yard line.
Young with Tobin to his right.
Young in the backfield. Snap.
Young looks left, throws to Heater. Now he's going to throw long to Walker. It is intercepted by Newark Catholic. And that is Mike Lohr, defensive back on the interception. So a little dipsy doodle by FCA doesn't work out, and that's their first turnover of the night.
Yeah, Heater got drilled when he was throwing the ball. It was just a wobbly one. 2 men double covering Jacob Walker. That was an easy interception.
So Newark Catholic will start at the 41-yard line of FCA. 2 wide receivers to the left. Give is to Bourne, up the middle, breaks a tackle. He's into the backfield, and he's going to go.
Oh, what a run.
Touchdown. Newark Catholic, 41-yard touchdown. Play for Kevin Bourne.
I think Coach Doubtmeyer just needs to settle his team down. Yeah, they got it. Had an interception, but I mean, a one-play drive. You just got to settle your team down here.
Good move by Bourne. You can see why he's just a talented running back. Nice cut to the left to find the open seam. Mike Lohr will be on to attempt the point after. There's a snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field, 10:40 to go now in the first half of play. Newark Catholic takes a 14-6 lead over FCA on LSN. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it?
It was.
That's Newark Catholic's. Newark Catholic has that ability, don't they?
This FCA on LSN Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Central Ohio General Surgeons. They are physicians who have advanced training that allows them to perform invasive procedures for their patients. At Central Ohio General Surgeons, your appointment includes time for examination, discussion, so please feel free to ask questions at any time. They can be contacted at 740-654-6213 or online at centralohiogeneralsurgeons.com.
Chase Crouch on to kick the ball off for Newark Catholic, teeing it up at the 40.
Welcome back once again to Anna Lincoln High School.
Back deep for the Knights is Walker and Tobin. Walker's at the top of the screen, Tobin at the bottom of the screen. If holds true to form, they'll kick to Walker. Just as I said that, they kick it to Tobin at the 10, to the 20.
Nice cut.
To the 30, up across the 30, first down. Knights. A little better field position for him this time.
Yeah, got it.
Seems to me that you want to try to keep the ball out of Ben Tobin's hands if you're the opposing coach.
I think that'd be the game plan, but I guess I'm not coaching.
Well, that's why I'm not coaching either. FCA's got two capable returners back there in Walker and Tobin. Now FCA will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30. 10:32 to go here in the first half of play. FCA down 14-6. Tobin won't get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard or two, and it'll be 2nd and long. I'll tell you, this Green Wave defense really pursues the ball carrier, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, he can only go, so far. I mean, great pursuit by the linebackers and great job by the line, getting and plugging up the holes.
Spencer Magers was the tackler on that last play. 2nd and 11. Ball at the 29. Young in the shotgun, looks, throws, it is caught!
Nice catch.
Walker to the 20, to the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, no flags.
Walker's 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That would be a 72-yard touchdown pass.
And that was a beautiful throw by Colin Young, just fitting it right in Walker's breadbasket where only he could catch it.
Let's see if they go for 2. FCA's down by 2 now, 14-12. This is a good opportunity for them to go for 2 and tie it up. This is like 2 heavyweight fighters, isn't it? It's been an entertaining game for the first 14 minutes. Now FCA will go for 2.
Yep, they are going to go for 2. They got 2 wide receivers.
Young with Tobin to his left.
Against Grove City, and we're having pretty good success, so we'll see how they go.
Throws to Kopp. He'll bull his way in for the 2-point conversion.
All right.
Tied at 14 here with 9:43 to go in the first half of play. Newark Catholic and FCA tied at 14 on LSN.
This FCA on LSN Game of the Week brought to you in part by Ohio Christian University, committed to offering a complete education that develops students intellectually, professionally, and spiritually. OCU's degree programs equip students to become leaders in their careers, communities, families, and the world. Ohio Christian University, online at ohiochristian.edu.
You do that so well.
I've done it for 2 years.
Our FCA media team tonight, we have Jared Camp, Kenny Burcham, Caleb Kandra, JT Burcham, Scott West, Harrison Poole, Michael Collier, and Andrew Gherkin. So we'll thank them for coming out tonight. A lot of the alumni are back tonight, I think because the students wanted to be in the student section. Yeah. And you can hardly blame them. This is a great opportunity for this is something that the students are going to remember for the rest of their life. It's not often you get to go to a playoff game.
Collins kicks it away. It'll be taken by the up man again at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the kick.
Across the 35, nice.
Fielded by Cox, short of the 40, 1st and 10 for Newark Catholic.
And that was number 9 for the Green Wave.
So, FCA, the defense will try to hold here. They've given up 2 big touchdown runs, 58-yard touchdown run to Anthony Wing and a 41-yard touchdown run to Kevin Bourne.
You got to give credit to their offensive line. They were just pushing the Knights' defensive line straight up and getting up to the linebackers as well to get some key blocks.
Couch over center. Back to pass. Throws. It is caught. Fitzgerald gets to the 46. Be close to a first down.
Knights seem to be playing more of a zone coverage. I mean, and I've noticed most of the completions that Crouch has had tonight have been, just right inside the zone. So that
kind of like a pitch and catch, huh?
Yes.
Kind of like a pitch and catch. 2nd and we'll say 2. We'll mark it at the 46.
So Green Wave with a 2nd and short here, and they can kind of open up the playbook a little bit and see
Two wide receivers to the left. Bourne the deep back. Bourne the runner across the 50, first down.
Field to about the 49-yard line, good for a first down. Pick up of about 6 on the play.
Once again, we're going to see the ball handed to him or even thrown to him numerous times tonight, as we've seen already. And he's done
8:50 to go, first half of play.
catch out of the backfield.
So 1st and 10 now for the Newark Catholic Green Wave. Fairfield Christian territory at the 49-yard line.
Two wide receivers to the left. Schumacher is the up back. Give to Bourne. Hits the 50 and dropped. Brian Miller on the stop. Good play by Brian to get him by the ankles. Not going anywhere when you get him by the ankles.
No, sir.
Getting that, trying to get there as much as they can, trying to get that push on the offensive line.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Very good job on that.
Ball at the Knight 49-yard line.
Position. Mr. Bourne not in there. Kevin Bourne has been the workhorse for them. Not sure if there's something going on there or if they're just giving him a little bit of a blow here.
Crouch, rolls right, throws, it is caught for first down. That is Nate Noth, the receiver. Moved the chains.
And his name is a little bit as well. He's on that receiving core. He's made some nice catches this year. He himself.
Another nice drive here by Newark Catholic, and they're still going.
Moggers is the up back. Anthony Wing, the deep back now. Wing on the carry. Hit by Kopp. Gall is there as well. Lane Tolman on the stop. Short gain. Gain of about 3 or 4. We'll say it's 2nd and 6. Ball at the 39-yard line.
If I was Newark's coach, I would just keep going with these short little plays here because they're working out very well.
Absolutely. Crouch again under 7. 2 wide receivers to the left. High back speed.
Coming up on 7 minutes here.
Crouch gives to Wing, finds a seam, and he'll get over the 30-yard line to about the 29. Will be 3rd and short.
And he'll be down about a yard shy of the first down. He's not just a little back, and he's one of those that's hard to bring down.
So big play here for the FCA defense. I would say this has to be 4-down territory for Newark Catholic.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Thighs to make the tackle because those hand or arm tackles are not going to work on him.
Personnel changes here for
A little bit of a full house backfield here.
big offensive line in here with this 3rd and 1, and probably quarterback sneak full house backfield behind Crouch. He'll hand it off.
Gives to Wing. He's got first down and more. Across the 20 to about the 19. They'll move the chains.
And everybody expecting that to go up the middle, and the Wing doing a good
It's been a
job.
great duo of running backs so far here for Newark Catholic.
Bourne comes in and Wing sits down. Kind of have a nice 1-2 punch there. Similar type of running backs. They're not huge. They're not like Ben Tobin, but they're quick.
Yeah, boy, they
quick. Can hit the hole.
And we've had all our scoring here in the second half. Scoreless
Give to Bourne, right side, and he'll be knocked out of bounds short of the 15-yard line.
They'll give him up to the 15.
Ben Tobin there on the stop.
And brings up a 2nd and 5.
It'll be 2nd and 5. Mark the ball at the 20.
Nice, quick, fast-paced game we got here. And again, like we said, we saw 28 points in the first 3 minutes.
And you see that full house backfield, Bourne in the eye.
Just gave it to Bourne.
And they do, up the gut. Cuts
Nice
back
cut.
to the 10, to the 5,
Oh,
spins,
what a move.
still moving, and he steps out of bounds.
Oh, gosh. And that's the kind of plays he can make. I mean, shedding tacklers and crazy spin moves. He is an outstanding running back.
So it'll be 1st and goal now for Newark Catholic at the FCA 5.
Expect that same power formation. Give it to Bourne.
What do we got? So 1st and goal now for Newark Catholic with full house backfield at the 5-yard line. Crouch under center. And there's a snap.
Crouch gives to Bourne, goes right side, 3, 2, 1, touchdown.
His 2nd of the evening.
5-yard touchdown run by Kevin Bourne.
Very patient on that once he saw the whole.
And it is now a 20-14
Nice job there by Newark Catholic Green Wave. Good.
Newark Catholic lead with the point after to follow.
Field position back here about the 35-yard line, but
Cox on the hold.
they got quite a bit of clock, and we're down.
Lohr is
9 to go.
on to attempt the point after. They'll mark it at the 10.
And
Number 12, Mikey Lohr will attempt the extra point. Good cock to hold.
Mr. Lohr, Mike Lohr, to attempt the extra point. Straight on kicker, like I said, we don't see that very.
Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it struggles through, but it's just short of the uprights. No good. So each team has missed a point after, and with 5:39 to go in the first half of play, it's Newark Catholic 20, FCA 14 on LSN.
I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Spires Paving Company. They have served Lancaster and Fairfield County since 1984. They're a full-service pavement and pavement services company providing asphalt paving, patching and repairing, crack filling, and stripping for residential, commercial, churches, and local municipalities. Spires Paving Company can be contacted at 740-653-6837 or online at spirespaving.com.
FCA got on the board first, an 18-yard touchdown pass. Colin Young to Mr. Walker, 6-0. FCA was in front. They missed the point after. Anthony Wing followed with a 58-yard touchdown run. Kevin Bourne with a 41-yard touchdown run. Young to Walker, 72-yard pass, and then Kevin Bourne a 5-yard touchdown run. And that's how we got to the 2014 score. Chase Crouch to kick the ball away. Line drive. Picked up by Walker inside the 5, 10, 15, and driven backwards. So he got up to the 15. And the Knights start deep in their own territory once again. Colin Young has had a phenomenal first half in passing, hasn't he?
Absolutely. The Newark Catholic has definitely been keying in on Ben Tobin, but they forgot how good a quarterback Colin Young is.
He's over 130 yards passing so far tonight.
2 touchdown passes to Jacob Walker.
Young with Tobin to his right, direct snap to Tobin, up the gut, across the 20, up to the 20. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just kind of work this ball out. Like I said, they did that last week. Able to put together some nice drives, 5-6 yards at a time. And I think they can.
It's a testament to Colin Young's athletic ability to be able to play quarterback, because he's played tight end. And he's just a good athlete.
He's got a rocket for an arm. He's one of the pitchers for the baseball team.
Yep.
He plays catcher too, so you got to have that.
Third base, absolutely. Tobin across the 20 to about the 23. It'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and we'll say a long 2. Mark it at the, let's see, the 23-yard line, 4:44 to go.
On this 3rd down play, you can either pass, which I think we haven't seen very many.
See the offensive line of the Knights, a senior-dominated offensive line. They've played big for the Knights this year.
2 wide receivers split out to the right.
Young and Tobin in the backfield. See what Coach Daubmeyer tries here. Looks like a blitz coming by Newark Catholic. Young back to pass, throws. It is caught. At the 35-yard line. That is Taylor Kopp, I believe. Bobbled it and then caught it right before it hit the turf. And great athletic play by Taylor Kopp. He's come up huge tonight on that 2-point conversion, but he's come up huge for the Knights usually in their games.
He thought that linebacker was either going to swat or intercept that ball, but great concentration to be able to get the ball before it hit the turf.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Knights across the 35-yard line, say the 36. 2 wide receivers to the right. Tobin up the gut, across the 40 to about the 43-yard line.
The 40 to 42-yard line, another pickup for 1st down of about
Knights moving the football.
Right there, the pass play that got this offense rejuvenated to give the ball to Tobin.
I tell you, if people were looking at the score around the state, they would be surprised that it's 2014, because I don't think a lot of people gave FCA a chance after losing to Newark Catholic 28-0 2 years ago.
But this
FCA's putting up a fight.
Completely different team from 2 years ago.
Absolutely. Young, back to pass, looks, throws, long. It is intercepted by Kevin Bourne to the 30, to the 40. He's got a seam to the 50. Penalty flag on the play. To the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. But there's a penalty flag at the 42.
Probably get a holding or block in the back.
And we'll see. We'll sort this one out.
About 70 yards there back for Pater.
Well, John, we do have a penalty flag there, though, at the 41-yard line, so it could either be holding or interference.
I thought I saw a flag come in there as he was on that return. And
Officials are going to discuss it, and looks like they're going to bring it back.
It could be
Push block in the back on Newark Catholic, so that will negate the turnover touchdown, but that is FCA's second turnover of the night. Each team has 2 turnovers, 2:55 to go here in the first half of play. Newark Catholic gets the ball back. They are up by 6.
It was on the return, but the ball's going to be clear back across midfield, and they're still walking. I'm not sure where they're going to end up at.
Let's see, they're going to mark it at the 41, and they're going to mark it back at the 31-yard line. There were two penalty flags. There was one at the Knights 41, and then there was one here at the Newark Catholic 31-yard line. So there are 2 penalties on the play. They'll take the one that puts Newark Catholic back at the 31-yard line. First and 10. Crouch.
2 wide receivers to the right.
Play action, looks, throws. It is incomplete.
Good look, just a little bit ahead of him.
That was a good look, and it was Spencer Chapman, the intended receiver. Bring up 2nd and 10.
That defense and stay honest once again, maybe try to open the playbook once more with passing right up the middle. Just missed him a little bit, but it would have been caught.
Now the winner goes on, loser goes home. We won't find out. The winner will not find out who they play until after tonight's games. All Division 6 football games are played tonight, but they'll find out probably the place after the game tonight. There's a long pass to Bourne. Inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Playing a little slot back there.
The pairings won't be set officially till probably Sunday morning.
You're right. Winner goes on, loser plays basketball.
And the Knights should have a fun basketball team to play to watch this year. Got a tough schedule again this year.
That's good for them, and as good a team as they are, they need to be a challenge night in and night out.
Backs in the eye. Bourne the deep back. Give to Bourne. He hits the 20-yard line and dives across the 20.
For the Fairfield Christian Knights, Joshua Coleman on the stop.
It'll be about, we'll say, 2nd and 6.
About 3 or 4 yards after it was hit. And it'll bring up to 2nd and 6.
And for a big play like on that pass play, hey, why not?
2 minutes to go here, first half of play.
Again, that was only, 4 or 5 yard carry.
Bourne the deep back. Maugers the up back.
Clock moving under 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Collector Auto Sales second quarter.
Give to Bourne. Goes right side. Hit by Ben Tobin and dropped about the 15-yard line. Gain of about 4, and will bring up 3rd and short. And timeout on the field. Timeout with 1:38 to go. Newark Catholic leads FCA 20-14 on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you in part by N-Focus Consulting, the data agency positioning and managing data in the marketplace. N-Focus Consulting provides data management from Lancaster, Ohio, and can be reached at 740-654-5809 or online at N-Focus Consulting.
To a good start there. We're coming in, I think, 6 seconds into the first quarter, scoring that touchdown pass.
1:38 to go. So Newark Catholic is knocking at the door. 3rd and 3, ball at the 16-yard line. See the Newark Catholic coaching staff.
They've been able to find out a way Newark Catholic's offense has carried through. They're pretty very good, I think.
Fans for life.
So about ready for action to start here again. Again, minute 38 to go here.
1:38 to go. 3rd and 3. Anthony Wing will be the deep back. Crouch under center. Gives to Wing. Hits the 15. Inside the 10. And close to the 5-yard line will be a first down for Newark Catholic.
And I'm very impressed by this Newark Catholic offensive line tonight, opening up these holes for both their tailbacks, Wing and Bourne. You know, they open up the holes, and I mean, the backs do the rest.
And that's right.
Just a good-looking team effort.
Wing the deep back. 1st and goal at the 7. And Wing hits the 5-yard line. Gain of 2. Gall on the tackle. And timeout Newark Catholic. 1:24 to go here in the first half of play. Newark Catholic leads 2014 over the Knights on LSN. I want to remind you that the halftime festivities brought to you in part by our good friends at Frankie Smith Funeral Home.
Frankie Smith Funeral Home in Lancaster, Ohio, and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore, Ohio, have a long and excellent history of serving our community in times of loss. The Frankie Smith Funeral Home, respect for tradition, regard for change. They are available online at funeralhome.com.
We're here in Gahanna for this Division 6 Region 23 quarterfinal matchup. It's Newark Catholic 20, FCA 14. Jack Davison along with Jared Camp here high above the field in the nice warm press box. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. Now Bourne is in. He gets the ball, goes up the middle, and he'll be short fumble.
Yeah, that ball came out when he...
Let's see. And FCA recovered it.
Oh, goodness.
That's the 3rd turnover for Newark Catholic tonight.
All been fumbles.
It's been a clean game, not too many penalties, a lot of hard hitting, and a lot of good running. So with 1 timeout remaining for Newark Catholic, I would say, let's see, that ball was recovered in the end zone. They're bringing it out to the 20. It's a touchback, which is good for FCA because it gives them some maneuverability. They could run the clock out here if they want, or go
Coach
for
Dobbs
it, right?
Tenacious. I mean, he wants to win this ball game.
Now Newark Catholic got the opening kickoff, so FCA will get the ball to start the second half, correct?
You're right, correct.
So, they could, there's a little draw play to Tobin across the 20, about the 23-yard line, so FCA keeps it on the ground. Clock is moving, 1:05, coming up at now the 1-minute mark. So FCA may keep the ball on the ground. Of course, they've had success passing the football.
Sure.
Coach Daubenmeyer
a lot of options right now.
May give it a shot. 45 seconds. Tobin and Young in the backfield. Tobin with the direct snap. Across the 25 to the 27. 33 seconds to go, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Clock is running. Looks like they're going to let it run.
Yep.
And looks like that might be the last play of the first half. So the Knights will head to the locker room. Down by 6 points, and if you're FCA, you got to like that position, don't you?
Absolutely. Easily could have been worse. Another could have been another touchdown added on by Newark Catholic, but a great stand by the Knights defense there.
And the Knights are in it. They're down 20-14 against Newark Catholic. We'll take this time out for our halftime festivities. We'll be back after this. This is high school football on LSN.
FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN, brought to you in part by
Fairfield Mini Storage is located on East Main Street in Lancaster, or find them online at ffministorage.com.
InFocus Consulting, the data agency. Online at infocusconsulting.com.
Redeemer Lutheran Church and Dr. Jack Davidson. You can visit them online at redeemerlancaster.org.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home. Respect for tradition, regard for change. Available online at funeralhome.com.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
It's the place where women can relax and know that they are among friends.
Sing it out with me. So carry your candle.
It's the Among Friends Women's Conference with Kathy Tricoli at Fairfield Christian Church in Lancaster on Friday evening, November 9th and Saturday morning, November 10th. An event to encourage, comfort, and inspire Central Ohio women. Among Friends Women's Conference with Kathy Tricoli at Fairfield Christian Church in Lancaster, November 9th and 10th. More details at amongfriendsconference.com.
Coming home can be hard if you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan. You may feel like you're all alone, but you're not alone. At iava.org, your fellow vets are all around you. Join our free online community, get the resources you need, and connect to other vets who know where you're coming from. iava.org.
Camp, this is Jack Davidson. Happy to have you with us here for this FCA and LSN game of the week. Newark Catholic leads FCA by a score of 20-14. Here you see Coach E, there's Coach D, and good entertaining first half, huh, Jared?
Absolutely. Not really what I was expecting. More of a passing game for the Knights offensively. Colin Young comes in at 6 for 8 for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns with an interception. Newark Catholic obviously came in keen on Ben Tobin. He has 15 carries for 55 yards. And I think one of the unsung heroes for Fairfield Christian is Jacob Walker. He has 2 catches for 89 yards, and those 2 catches have been touchdowns. So, I mean, great production offensively for the Knights, only down by a touchdown.
Now, the winner goes on, loser goes home, and I think we have something to show you here on the screen. There we go, the brackets done by the FCA media team. See Newark Catholic taking on Fairfield Christian. The winner goes on to play the winner of the Trimble Colonel Crawford game. And that'll be next Friday in Division 6, Region 23. Other side of the brackets, Danville and Hannibal River. That's one game, and then Bishop Rosecrans and Sims Valley. We know both of those teams. Yeah. We know Bishop Rosecrans because they've had great basketball teams the past couple of years. Sims Valley, I think FCA played 2 or 3 years ago, and they are a perennial football power in Southeast Ohio. So FCA has its work cut out for them, not only tonight to defeat a 8-time state champion, but to go on in the playoffs. See Coach Daubenmeyer talking to Joey Gall, Lane Tolman. There's Coach Gill there, and about ready to get underway here in the second half of play here at Gahanna Lincoln High School. FCA opened the scoring. Colin Young passing 18 yards to Jacob Walker for a 6-0 lead. The point after failed. Anthony Wing came back with a 58-yard touchdown run. Point after was good. and it was a 7-6 Newark Catholic lead. Kevin Bourne scampered for 41 yards to make it a 14-6 Newark Catholic lead. Colin Young hit Jacob Walker for a 72-yard touchdown pass with a 2-point conversion to follow, Young to Kopp. And then near the end of the first half, Kevin Bourne with a 5-yard touchdown run. That's the scoring for tonight. And
for Newark Catholic, some pretty balanced offense as you look at their top three players, Bourne, Wing, and Crouch. Bourne, 10 carries, 87 yards. Wing, 9 carries, 91 yards. And Crouch, the quarterback, 5 for 7, 91 yards. So pretty balanced offensively across the board.
Chase Crouch, the quarterback, is also the kicker. He tees the ball up at the 40. Here's the kick, and we're underway the second half. Walker gets it at the 10, the 20, up to about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights to start the second half of play. Joined here by JT Burcham, and JT, things going well?
Let's just say it's a lot warmer up here than it is down there on the field.
Tell you,
sure.
The kids are bundled up and they're doing yeoman's work out there. 1st and 10 for the Knights. They'll mark it at the 24. The first formation we've seen for the Knights here with Gall and Tobin. Tobin gets the ball and squirts across the 25, about the 27. That's the first time we've seen Joey in that up-back formation. That's a formation FCA has used early in the season.
From Tobin, we didn't see anything big from what we're used to. Again, 15 for 15.
We're probably trying to change it up a little bit, give Newark Catholic the defense a different look, so they have to make an adjustment. 2nd and long. Tobin across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd, and we'll say a long 3, possibly 4.
Absolutely. You gotta look at the
11-10 to go, 3rd quarter of play.
2 touchdowns, big touchdown throws there, and catches in the first half, and that counts for the Fairfield Christian score.
Knights break the huddle.
They can do without Tobin there, but that balance is what they're going to need.
About 3 receivers out.
It's very important. I think that's why they've been very successful this year, because of that balance.
Young throws to Walker, 40.
Got it.
Up to the 50. He's got
move.
a seam. Now he's got a beautiful block. The 40 to the 35-yard line. No flags, 1st down, FCA.
And that is the exact same play that the Knights scored one of their touchdowns on. Just a simple, quick slant inside, and Colin Young putting the ball only where Jacob Walker can get to it, and Jacob does the rest, picking up the yards after the catch.
1st and 10 for the Knights at the 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Kopp is split out wide to the right. Backs in the eye. Gives to Joey Gall. Across the 35 to about the 32. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
For the Knights this time. We saw that quite a bit last week, though, against Grove City as well.
Yeah, very much so. Gall.
Joey Gall gets the first carry for him tonight. Joey is quite an athlete in and of himself.
Another very successful pass to Walker right there.
He's done a number of different things for this football team over the course of his 4-year career here at FCA.
3 on that first down play, so 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Knights.
Tobin across the 30 to about the 29-yard line.
And Joey, one of my favorite memories from him, I think it was the Dayton Christian game. Dayton was just playing a tenacious. They just had a tenacious vibe around him, and Joey had his helmet knocked off. And usually, I personally thought that you have to come and sit out for a play, but Joey throws his helmet on the sideline and grabs one of his teammates' helmets and got right back in the ball game. It just shows you the kind of player he is.
Reed Matthews is down for Newark Catholic, being looked at by the trainer. I want to tell you, third quarter action FCA on LSN brought to you in part by Ohio University. You know a little bit about them, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Ohio University, Lancaster, Pickerington, where class sizes are small, so you get to know the faculty who cares about you and your success. Discover your promise in education, athletics, or theater at Ohio University, Lancaster, and Pickerington. Online at lancaster.ohio.edu. Of course, the Bobcats, Ohio University Bobcats, played last night. It was Thursday night and beat Eastern Michigan. The reason I mentioned that because we saw the same type of block that Ohio University player put on a linebacker. Exact same play that we just saw FCA did with that Jacob Walker reception. I kept replaying that on the TV. I just seeing that Eastern Michigan linebacker flying in the air. It was a sight of beauty. I showed it to my son Mark. He just got a big chuckle because I think he's been there and done that. You know, he's been on the receiving end of those blocks.
Yeah, those are not fun.
No, they aren't. Bell ringers. 3rd and 4 now. Young with a quarterback keeper. He's going to be close to the first down, close to about the 26-yard line.
I think they can mark him just short, I believe.
Yeah, looks like you're right. It'll be 4th and we'll say a long one.
Yep.
And FCA's in 4-down territory here. Last time they were 4th and 1, they gave it to Ben Tobin, and he was hit for a loss. We'll see what they do here.
Yeah, that quarterback sneak kind of worked out. We'll see if Colin keeps himself.
And he does. And looks like Colin is short.
Yeah, he is. Wow, Newark Catholic ball. Boy, that was a nice stand right there.
Yes, it was. Linebacker shot the gap, and Colin was stopped short of the first down. So turnover on downs gives the ball to Newark Catholic for the first time in this third quarter. Good drive by FCA, stalled at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Newark Catholic.
But now the defense has to step up again.
Bourne is the deep back in the backfield.
But we'll see what the defense can do. Crouch will hand it
Give
off
to
to
Bourne.
Who's going to try to cut it back up.
Jitterbugs to the 28 and he drives forward about the 29 to the 30-yard line. He doesn't stop, does he?
He only got a couple yards on that play, but that easily could have been a loss. So, I mean, really making something out of nothing.
He just kept moving around like a little jitterbug till he found a seam.
And that's his ball game right there. Just not the biggest running back, but he is quick, and once he makes the cut, he can blow right past you.
He's 5'11", 175 pounds, senior running back. He's in the full house backfield. He is the deep back. Crouch over center. And we got a penalty flag and false start. We'll move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 11.
You know, this has really been a clean game. That's only been, what, the second or third flag that they've thrown tonight?
They had a legal procedure. There was a block in the back and that penalty. So I would say you're right. That's about 3 penalties. And the first half went by quick. I mean, we played one half a play.
First quarter was only about, 15 minutes
15
long?
minutes. The second quarter was 45 minutes, but we had a bunch of points scored in the second quarter. Crouch throwing long. It is incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver, Ryan Fitzgerald, at the 50. And they'll bring up 3rd and long.
And that was a great play by the secondary for FCA, going to a man-to-man, usually playing zone, and that's where Newark Catholic has been getting their receptions, is finding the holes in the zone and just picking apart the secondary. But good job sticking to their man.
And this is a multifaceted Newark Catholic offense, so 3rd and long is really no concern to them. Crouch back to pass, throws, right side, caught.
First down and more. Oh, nice move.
That is Brian Schumacher, I believe, on the catch, and it'll be a first down. They move the chains. Check that was Aaron Jordan on the catch. junior wide receiver.
That's the second time we've called his name tonight.
So, 1st and 10 on the 45.
First down conversion, so keeping the playbook open, going to the passing game, which we know.
Knights defense needs to come up with a stop here.
Conversion for a first down.
Crouch back under center with the eye backfield, 2 wide receivers.
Crouch gives to Bourne, right side, stripped up across the 50-yard line. Good gain will bring up 2nd and about 5.
Pick up the 5. So 2nd and 5 here. Midfield for the
I gotta tell you what, if he wasn't tripped up on that play, he could have been gone for 6, because that right-hand side up the sideline was bare.
Yeah.
You see Kevin Bourne,
They had the wide receiver split to the left, and
quick running back. Crouch leads them out of the huddle.
open here on the right side, and he doesn't need much of a gap to be able to break it. And same formation here, eye backfield.
High formation now.
Again,
Newark Catholic.
Bourne
Nice.
got a seam, cuts back to the 30, still running to the 20-yard line, inside the 20, he's still running, down to about the 17. First down, Newark Catholic.
Same play, same result pretty much. That right side, Newark Catholic has seen something, and they're exploiting that right side.
So nice big pickup by Bourne.
First down run for Bourne.
Tell you, that was a huge stop defensively for Newark Catholic on their own 26. They got the ball now, and they're driving.
That right there got a nice carry up the middle, and for a huge first down, momentum shifter. 1st and 10.
And penalty flag on the play. And looks like there'll be illegal procedure on the green wave and move them back 5 yards.
Sometimes they just run to the line of scrimmage and immediately try to snap the ball. And something wasn't right, and back at 5 yards. The ball's going to be at the 23-yard line.
And those penalties are killers after a nice run there by Bourne, setting them back 5 yards.
The more the defense gets worn down, and I think that's what
5:45 to go, third quarter of play.
hard, but they Bourne right there, speed guy.
Schumacher, the up back. Deep back is Ryan Fitzgerald now.
Again, Newark Catholic with 2014 lead over
Crouch gives to Fitzgerald. He's hit and dropped in the backfield. Lane Toman on the blitz.
42 into the backfield. Lane Toman.
Good play, and will bring up 3rd and
5 or 6 yards there.
long for Newark Catholic. We'll say 3rd and
towards the right side of the offensive.
probably close to
right as he got the ball
20 yards, 3rd and 18.
in the backfield. So
Ball's at the 26-yard line.
3rd and about 17 or 18 yards here to go for the Newark Catholic Green Wave, and they'll again run out of that spread offense this time.
Crouch back to pass, looks, throws, over the middle, it is caught by Fitzpatrick, I believe.
Down at the 1.
Down to the 1-yard line.
What a pitch and catch.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, the receiver, a sophomore, 5'10", 180 pounds.
surrounding him as well. We've seen that a few times today.
1st and goal, they'll mark it at the 2.
A nice jump.
And this is territory where you just give it to your running back, Bourne. Powerhouse formation.
Back under center with full house backfield.
Crouch gives to Bourne. He's got room on the left side. Touchdown, Green Wave. 26-14 the score now as Newark Catholic takes a 2-touchdown lead over the Knights with a point after to follow. Boy, I tell you, you and I could have walked through that hole, couldn't we?
That was that was a nice hole. Just a matter of crossing the goal line for Bourne, and
I tell you, that was a pretty play from where we are. We could see that open just like the Red Sea, didn't it?
It looked like he was trying to go just straight forward, but I mean, they made the hole on the left side, and he just walked right in.
Mike Lohr on to attempt the point after. Ball down, kick is up, and it's good. 4:19 to go here, third quarter of play. 27-14, Newark Catholic leads FCA on LSN.
Morgan Funeral Home, third quarter.
This FCA on LSN Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Ohio Christian University. They're committed to offering a complete education that develops students intellectually, professionally, and spiritually. OCU's degree programs equip students to become leaders in their careers, communities, families, and the world. Ohio Christian University, online at ohiochristian.edu.
I want to remind you, you can watch this game and all of the games on fairfieldmedia.tv. Just go to the website, fairfieldmedia.tv, and dial us up. They have that. They have sports on the website and many other things put on by Fairfield Christian Academy.
That includes a weekly program by Sheriff Dave Phelan and
the Newark Catholic Green Wave. Green Wave ahead now 27-14.
It's a great program.
And ready to kick the ball away.
Chase Crouch will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Knights, Ben Tobin, Jacob Walker. Walker's the top of the screen. Crouch tees it up.
Absolutely for both squads right there. You can't ask for any better, I don't think, when it comes to coaching and players.
27-14, Knights down by 2 touchdowns. Here's the approach and the kick. Bounces at the 15, picked up by Walker, across the 15 to about the 16-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. A little directional kick there, stayed in bounds and prohibited a run back for the Knights.
So inside the 20, field position not too kindly on this drive.
Exactly how they wrote it up in the playbook. But no, it's right up there up against the side.
Gall and Tobin in the backfield.
So that's unfortunate, but you're going to have tough breaks like that.
Cop split out wide right.
Game of football.
There you go. Colin will work under the center this time, and he will toss it out in the flat.
Throws to Cop, it is incomplete. Knocked away by Lohr.
Newark Catholic saw that coming. They saw the quick step, the quick drop by Colin Young, and that's where their big plays have come, on that quick slant for the Jacob Walker, and read beautifully by the cornerback.
And it was Mitch Cox on the coverage. You're right. You read it beautifully. 2nd and 10. Knights down by 13. Give to Tobin, up the gut, across the 20, about the 21-yard line. Ben Tobin needed 198 yards to get to the 3,000-yard mark tonight, and he is about 160 yards shy right now.
Yep. 4:03 to go, clock moving here for Fairfield Christian in this one.
North Catholic, a good football team.
And again, a pretty quick moving third quarter. We've had a fast pace.
2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Which is rare to see in high school.
Backs in the eye, 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, they tend to go a little slower. Colin Young again will work under center.
Young.
2 receivers, 2 to the left.
Draw to Tobin. He's got a seam to the 30, across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1st down for the Knights. They move the chains.
It's one of the best runs he's had all evening. Nice draw play.
Colin Young's passing has set that draw play up. Caught the Newark Catholic Green Wave defense on their heels. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Mark the ball at the 33-yard line. Knights need a drive just to keep their defense off the field, give them a break. Young back to pass, steps up, throws, caught by Kopp across the 50. And they say it's incomplete. Caught it, but he dropped it as he hit the ground.
You know, the play was incomplete, but that play has been there. Kopp already has a reception there over the middle of the field.
It's the one where he bobbled and picked it up right before it hit the ground. So 2nd and 10 at the 33. Walker and Tolman out wide left, Kopp wide right.
2 wide receivers to the left, high back field.
Young
Joey Gall this time up the middle.
gives to Gall across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 3, and it'll bring up third down and about 7 yards to go.
Number 40, Joey Gall.
I think if we were to open the passing playbook right now for this kind of play,
The Knights have had great success passing the football tonight. Young to Walker has been the...
Yeah, definitely. Walker with 2 touchdowns already.
It's been the
on 3 receptions.
Mode of operation. Walker split out wide to the left. Young looking. He's hit, and he is dropped for a sack at the 30-yard line. Loss on the play. I'm going to mark the forward progress to about the 33-yard line. So it'll bring up fourth down.
And they'll put Colin back there to kick. Good decision there.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Mike Lohr is back in dual safety now. Young with the snap. He's going to keep it. And he is dropped at the 32-yard line.
Pressure coming in there to try to
questionable call there.
There was plenty of green shirts in the backfield, and the young man.
And they'll turn the ball over on downs.
Designed as a fake or not, but he pulled it down.
I don't know if that was a design play or if the snap was a little high, and Colin thought he had to keep it down, pull the ball down. Now there's a timeout on the field as Colin Young heads to the sidelines. His helmet came off, so he has to stay out for a play, unless he pulls a Joey Gall and grabs someone else's helmet. Junior Collins in now to sub for Colin Young. Backs in the eye. Crouch, looks, long, throws. It is almost intercepted.
Pretty good coverage there, intended for Mitch Cox.
And Mitch Cox was the intended receiver, and on the coverage was Lane Toman and Junior Collins. Kind of figured Newark Catholic would go after Collins, coming in for Colin Young.
It's first year of football for Junior. Converted soccer player. He's the place kicker for the Knights.
2nd and 10. Full house backfield with Anthony Wing, the deep back. Gives to Wing, round the right side, across the 30, about the 29-yard line. Slow developing play. We'll bring up 3rd and about 6. And I back it up, it'll be 3rd and 7. 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Quickly played game.
9 for 91 on carries. Just over a minute to go here in this Morgan Funeral Home third quarter. Again, Newark Catholic with a 27-14 lead over Fairfield Christian.
Anthony Wing, the deep back. Already has a rushing touchdown tonight. Give to Wing, left side.
Nice hole.
Spins, keeps legs moving, and he's going to go for a touchdown. 28-yard touchdown run for Anthony Wing, his second of the night.
And that was a combination of great strength by Wing and bad defense by the Knights, and trying to tackle him up high. Once again, he's not the biggest guy out there, but he keeps moving his feet. I mean, you got to tackle him low.
He's 5'7", 155 pounds, a junior, so he'll be taking over for Kevin Bourne once Bourne moves on to college at the end of this season.
Yeah, I'd say the running back spot's in good hands.
Lohr on to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick is up, and it's good. So with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, Newark Catholic takes a 20-point lead, 34-14 over the Knights on LSN.
I'd like to thank our sponsors here on FCA on LSN. One of them would be Aspires Paving Company. They've been serving Lancaster and Fairfield County since 1984. They're a full-service pavement and pavement services company providing asphalt paving, patching and repairing, crack filling and stripping for residential, commercial, churches, and local municipalities. Aspires Paving Company, 740-653-6837, or online at spirespaving.com.
See Jacob Walker back to receive the kick by Chase Crouch. Ben Tobin is back there as well. There's Ben. 50 seconds to go, third quarter, 20-point lead for Newark Catholic. Saw the Danville coaching staff here in the press, right outside the press box, scouting this game. Of course, Danville won the Devil Dog rivalry last week against, I think it was East Knox. Crouch with a little pooch kick there, loose ball. And Gall falls on it. Eventually Ben Tobin falls on it just over the 20-yard line. First and 10 from the Knights, 46.7 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Knights have a bit of work to do.
It's a good decision there by Gall to just fall on the ball, didn't try to make try to be the hero there. So good decision.
I think on the kickoff and kickoff coverage especially. Yeah, they definitely have pinned Fairfield Christian deep about every time. Correct.
First and 10.
Come out again and work under center with the I backfield, two wide receivers to the left and one to the right. And he'll hand it off to Tobin.
Tobin.
Off the right side.
Across the 25-yard line.
Give him about 3 or 4 yards and a nice first down pickup. That's what they need. They just really need to keep chugging away at this thing. They're not that far out of this game.
30 seconds to go. Clock is running.
Into the fourth quarter. They got some work to do, but they can come back.
Second and 6.
Is very, very capable.
Ball marked at the 26-yard line. Knights taking their time, getting the play in.
That may seem big, but for a team like Fairfield Christian Academy, sometimes it's not really that big.
10 seconds, and looks like the Knights will be content to run the clock out. And they will. After 3 quarters of play, Newark Catholic leads FCA 34-14 on LSN.
FCA on LSN. FCA on LSN. Brought to you in part by...
Discover your promise in academics, in athletics, or in theater at Ohio University Lancaster and Pickerington. Online at lancaster.ohiou.edu.
Thompson Concrete, full-service concrete company. Online at thompsonconcrete.com.
Roger Weaver and the Weaver Law offices online at weaver-law.com.
Fairfield Christian Church, located near the River Valley Mall in Lancaster, online at fairfieldcc.com.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action of FCA on LSN. Fourth quarter action of FCA on LSN is brought to you in part by Fairfield Mini Storage, the place to store your personal or business goods in a clean, dry unit within a gated facility. They have outside storage for RVs and boats, and they are Lancaster's source for Penske truck rentals. They can be contacted at ffministorage.com and are located at 2230 East Main Street in Lancaster.
Tobin with a 3-yard carry, and will bring up third and short for the Knights here in the fourth quarter, down by 20 to the Newark Catholic Green Wave. It's the 32nd playoff appearance for Newark Catholic, the second for FCA.
You're absolutely right.
I tell you, 2 playoff appearances in 3 years for a new football program, that's pretty good.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, with the team they got now, they want to keep getting back there year in and year out.
Holman now will split out to the right in the slot. Young Quarterback gives to Tobin, keeps the legs moving across the 30 to the 31, close to the 32. Depending where they're going to mark it, he's going to be short. Might be a foot, might be a yard. They're going to call timeout, I think, for a measurement.
Yes, they need to go for this fourth down because this could be.
So, fourth and short in your own territory, and I would say you go for it. It's the last last hurrah, right? Fourth quarter, you're down by 20.
You got a back like Ben Tobin, who if it's a foot or a yard, either way, he's big enough to get that amount.
I'm going to stretch the chains, and it looks like the Knights are going to be just about 6 inches short.
Throughout the whole entire game tonight, and they've done a very good job, and I think they will continue to, as they've shown thus far.
So, 4th and inches for the Knights. Ball marked at the 32-yard line.
About 6 or 8 inches, and
here's where you get behind your senior line and tell them, go forward, boys.
32-yard line, and they need to get just on the other side of the 32.
Newark Catholic stacks the line. Young with a quarterback sneak. Looks like he has it, but there's a penalty flag, and that is on the Knights. Legal procedure.
So they'll back him up 5.
Tobin didn't move at all, and the rest of the line did, but I'm assuming the ball didn't.
So, do you still go for it, or?
Yeah, that's again.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why the coaches get paid the big bucks, right?
I guess so.
This is the key point of the game.
4th and 6, and it looks like they will go for it.
Their own territory, ball back at the 27.
You almost have to.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, now Colin is back in punt formation, standing at the 16.
And they're going to punt it away this time, it looks like.
So that's probably the wise call. Still 10 minutes to go. The Knights defense has to step up. There's the snap.
It's going to be taken.
Floater hits at the 47 to about the 50 and down by the Knights.
Yeah, it took
by Taylor Kopp at the 49-yard line of Newark Catholic.
It took a Newark Catholic bounce for sure.
Colin was kicking into the wind. It's about a 25, 26-yard punt. 1st and 10 for Newark Catholic. They'll mark it at the inside the 50. We'll call it at the 50. You have to get to the 40 for the first down. 10:06 to go in the ball game. Knights defense needs to step out. Crouch under center.
Big haul for them to run.
Give to Wing.
And it off to Bourne over the left side. Actually, Wing.
40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 50-yard touchdown run by Anthony Wing. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Wow.
And that should do it.
He ran over one guy, broke a stiff arm, another guy.
That was a beautiful stiff arm he had around the 40. I couldn't tell what player it was, but after that he was home free.
Quick back, Anthony Wing with the touchdown. 50 yards. He's over 100 for tonight. In fact, he's well over 75 for the second half.
You're expecting Bourne to get a lot of carries and be the guy, but Anthony Wing definitely.
Mike Lohr on for the point after.
And the point after coming here.
40-14.
The kick is up and the kick is good.
Now it's 41-14. 41-14. Newark Catholic over the Knights with 9:55 to go. 4th quarter of action on LSN.
9:55 to go here.
Anthony Wing with a touchdown runs of 58, 28, and 50 yards. And this is a different game. We talked about coming in tonight, Jared, how the first game the Knights really shot themselves in the foot. The first time these two teams met 2 years ago, where the Knights had all the turnovers, and tonight the Knights have played, I'd say, reasonably well. It's just that Newark Catholic is Newark Catholic. They're a great football team.
Mm-hmm. For a team, this is their state record 32nd playoff appearance. So, I mean, they know what they're doing here. I mean, FCA came in with a feeling that they can win, and they've put on a good show tonight. But I mean, just too much of the running backs tonight for Newark Catholic.
Now, the Columbus Dispatch had a nice little write-up in the paper recently about the playoff action, the matchups of the teams, and they said that this Newark Catholic team was probably the finest that they have had in years.
Oh, no doubt about it. I haven't really seen them play, too much, but comparing them to the 2 years ago when we saw them play, they seem more balanced, passing and running, and both running backs, Bourne and Wing, both well over 100 yards. So, I mean, they're right. I mean, this is a great football team. I'm sure that it'll be interesting to see how deep they'll go.
Tobin with a seam, still running, first down and more to the 46-yard line. They'll mark it the 45, first and 10 for the Knights. This game isn't over, all right?
No.
But to show you the type of team that Newark Catholic has, Steve Blackledge, who did the write-up in the Dispatch, predicted that Mogador would beat Newark Catholic in the tournament finals for Division 6 this year. There's Tobin over the 50s and near the 45-yard line. I'll mark it the 46. Blackledge writes that this is one of the Newark Catholic's finest teams in recent seasons, and that Newark Catholic, along with St. Henry, Delphus St. John, and Mogador, have combined to win 23 state titles, and they have almost 200 playoff victories among the four schools. So this is a giant of a program.
And Newark Catholic has what, eight state championships?
Absolutely. Tobin with a first down up to the 40-yard line. So this is probably one of the finest teams that FCA has played against this year. They lost to Dayton Christian in their I think the score was about 47-0. Dayton Christian was a Division 5 school. They're ranked 12th in the state poll. But Newark Catholic is a fine football team. Class of the lot, if you ask me. Young throws to Walker, broken up and incomplete. Bounced out of his hands at the 32-yard line. Mike Lohr picked the ball up in case it was a fumble. It'd be 2nd and 10.
Past few plays have been good runs by Tobin, but you got to see what you can do with your quarterback and trust in his arm.
Time is not on FCA's side right now.
No, not at all. So
pitch to Tobin. He gets over the 40 to about the 39-yard line.
And every time you run the ball, you're eating precious time off that clock.
Knights need to score and score quickly, coming up on the 8-minute mark here of the game. And again, it's been a cleanly played game, very few penalties. Good, hard-hitting action, just exactly what you would expect in a quarterfinal playoff matchup. Young, the draw to Tobin. Across the 35-yard line. I'll bring up 4th and short, and this is 4-down territory for the Knights. 4th and about 4.
In the last few 4th down attempts, Knights have been stuffed. Newark Catholic brings most of their players up in the box.
And they're so quick.
Yeah, it's tough to counter quickness.
Backs in the eye, Walker's out wide left. Young throws to Walker, tries to break a tackle, and he won't. And the Knights will turn the ball over again on downs.
And you got to expect Newark Catholic to just give it to their workhorses in the backfield and just eat up as much clock as they can. so they can get out of here with a victory.
The thing for Newark Catholic right now, they don't want any injuries. They want to stay relatively healthy so that they can prepare for next week. Chase Crouch, the quarterback, calls the play and leads the team out of the huddle. Anthony Wing is to make that Ryan Fitzpatrick the deep back now. Crouch rolls left and he's sacked. Brian Miller on the stop. Lane Tolman back there as well. Good play by the Knights linebacking crew.
Not Lane Tolman, number 32 this time. That's Caleb Waltz in there on the stop, and didn't catch the other number, but a couple of Fairfield Christian Knights in there.
Second and long. Say second and 22 at the 22. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Fitzpatrick, the deep back. Gives to Fitzpatrick. Breaks a tackle. Met by Joey Gall and driven back at about the 27-yard line. Gain of about 4. Be third and long.
It looks like to me at this certain point in time, there's just now 6 minutes left. We're trying to run the clock down and move on. And like we said, we've seen
Expect the same formation this next play. Just trying to chew Precious ticks off the clock.
He's got a couple quick moves as well. Yeah. So they're calling third and 19 here. Sorry, it wasn't a fourth down. I saw the third down marker over there, but he'd already flipped it over. So
Crouch now directing traffic. Fitzpatrick will go wide to the right in a slot. And timeout, Newark Catholic. 5:25 to go in the ball game. Newark Catholic leads 41-14 over FCA on LSN.
FCA on LSN is brought to you in part by N-Focus Consulting, the data agency, positioning and managing data in the marketplace. N-Focus Consulting provides data management from Lancaster, Ohio, and can be reached at 740-654-5809 or online at nfocusconsulting.com.
yes, they'll feel pretty good this winter.
So the Knights defense will try to hold here with 5:25 to go. Newark Catholic offense gets the instructions from their coach, Bill Franks, who's in his 11th year at Newark Catholic.
5:25 to go here from Gahanna Lincoln High School in this fourth quarter. Brought to you by Lions Auto Service and Newark Catholic Green Wave with a third.
Crouch
and about 19.
in the shotgun.
And they will work out the shot.
Standing at his own 22. Back to pass. Looks, steps up, throws long. It is intercepted by Colin Young.
What a catch.
Colin is a little slow getting up. That's just like a punt, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
Colin is headed off the field to talk to Coach Daubenmeyer to get the play.
out there in a nice catch, almost as if he was going out to receive a pass from.
So the Knights
but a nice catch and maybe a
take over. That is the
27 with 5 minutes left.
4th turnover for Newark Catholic tonight. If there is any wart on this potential victory, it'd be the 4 turnovers for them. Tobin, 45, penalty flag on the play.
Flag comes in.
Newark Catholic saying it's against Fairfield Christian, probably a holding call.
And now Spencer Moggers limps to the bench. That is a huge loss for Newark Catholic, and that the fumble.
Yeah.
And Newark Catholic will take over, and that's a turnover.
All right. Well,
their 3rd turnover of the night.
So good break for Fairfield Christian here. Newark Catholic will get the ball at and Fairfield Christian at the 46-yard.
So the penalty is declined, and Newark Catholic takes over with the turnover at the 46-yard line of Fairfield Christian with 5:12 to go in the ball game.
Worn down, I think would be the correct analysis. Right?
This is a tough Newark Catholic team.
Yes.
Crouch over center.
They're pretty good sized boys as well.
Gives to, that is Fitzgerald, I believe, on the carry. It is. He gets up to the 41. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Caleb Walls is on the tackle for the Knights.
Second down and 5 at the 41. And move on to next week's game, which I understand will be played on Friday.
Yep. All of the Division 2, 4, and 6 all play on Friday night. Division 1, 3, and 5 all play on Saturday.
Up on 4:40 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, they'll play again next Friday night, and it'll be at a neutral site.
Give the first back through. That's Brian Schumacher on the carry. He gets up to the 36, and should be enough for a first down to move the chains. Clock running with 4:20 to go in the ball game. 4:20 to go in this Knights season. Newark Catholic will go to 9-2 on the season, and FCA will finish up 8-3. No shame in that.
No, not at all. Just another building block in the road to success. I mean,
it's all building blocks, isn't it?
Yep, definitely. I mean, they got most of their players coming back for FCA.
Now we got a flag, and that is delay a game on Newark Catholic, back them up 5 yards. Of course, next year FCA goes in the Mid-State League, and they'll be in the conference with Byrne Union, Millersport, Fisher Catholic, Grove City Christian. So there's going to be some nice rivalries there for FCA, and I think
better competition.
Better competition, absolutely. So if if FCA can play competitively in the Mid-State League, they might have a chance of making the playoffs again, maybe even with a higher seed. I know it's been a struggle for the athletic department at FCA trying to find teams to schedule. There's a carry by, that is number 15, Zach Kent. You and I have traveled all across southeastern Ohio over the past couple years following FCA. We've been down to Portsmouth a couple times, Cincinnati.
Right on the river.
Right on the river. So, I mean, there won't be the road trips, and those road trips just take a lot out of you.
Yeah, they're fun. I mean,
they're fun, absolutely.
Road trips with your buddies are always fun, but I mean,
but
it'd be nice to play, just right down the road at Fairfield Union or Millersport or whoever. I mean,
it's going to be easier on the athletic department scheduling. You won't have to look hither and yon to find a team to schedule.
And I'm glad we get to continue to play Grove City Christian. I mean, it's a
nice
huge rivalry.
Absolutely.
I know both schools are always, completely hyped up. I know that Grove City week is always a big week at FCA. Everybody comes out and supports the Knights, especially on that game.
Fitzpatrick fumbles the snap, gets it back, and carries the ball forward about the 27-yard line. I'll bring up a 4th down and short for Newark Catholic. Caleb Walls on the stop. No, the FCA basketball team has bulked up their schedule. They're playing, I think, Coshocton this year again. I think I heard they have Bloom Carroll on the schedule.
Yep, they do.
So
Bloom Carroll.
At Bloom Carroll, it's going to be a tough game for them. But FCA's been trying to raise the level, the bar for the competition. It improves the kids, improves the competition, improves the teams. And there's a penalty flag, and it's procedure on Newark Catholic. Will back them up 5 yards with 1:47 to go in the season for the Knights.
Again, you want to stay away from this penalties yesterday, I believe. You're trying to get
So Newark Catholic will go to 9-2 on the season. They came in ranked 9th in the state, 2nd in the dispatch poll. FCA will finish 8-3, and they were ranked 3rd in the dispatch poll this past week.
We got a bunch of young kids in there that we haven't seen a lot of action this year.
A lot of seniors graduating for FCA. Got Austin Dixon, Caleb Bailey, Joey Gall. There's a ball popping loose there, and the Knights will take over now. Taylor Kopp, so they're losing some senior leadership there. But like you say, they're a young team, and they'll be able to hopefully reload. And we got Ben Tobin coming back. That's a nice piece to build upon.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, Ben at one point was the 4th leading rusher in the country. So if you get him back for another season, that's definitely a plus.
You got Colin Young coming back, and Young will be a senior next year. This is the first time he's ever played quarterback, and he's done rather well. Tobin across the 30. So,
you know, I've been really impressed with Colin Young. Just the way he's matured as a quarterback from the first game against Millersport to now. I mean, for the last few years, it's all been Hayden Welch and Luke Johnson hooking up. And here comes Colin Young, a guy who's never played quarterback, and then a whole new group of receivers to work with, and he's just done a tremendous job.
Tobin across the 35 with 40 seconds to go. You look at Taylor Kopp and some of the other seniors such as Joey Gall, Caleb Bailey, Austin Dixon. Just a fine season for them. We want to commend them for the work that they put on for this football team. This is their last game. We're going to wish them well. We look forward to covering FCA football next year as they go for the gold, so to speak, in the Mid-State League. Tobin, the ball carrier, first down with 5 seconds to go. Timeout to move the chains, and that should do it. Clock runs out, and that's the ball game. Final score: Newark Catholic 41, FCA 14. Want to thank our media team: Jared Camp, Kenny Burcham, Caleb Candra, JT Burcham, Scott West, Harrison Poole, Michael Collier, and Andrew Gurman. I'm Jack Davidson, thanking you for watching FCA football on LSN this season. Looking forward to working with you, hopefully, in the basketball side, Jared.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, I'll remind you, too, you can watch this and all other football and basketball action at fairfieldmedia.tv. So, for the media team, this is Jack Davidson, thanking you for watching LSN, FCA on LSN. For this time, till next time, have a good night, everybody.
FCA on LSN. FCA on LSN. Brought to you in part by
Fairfield Mini Storage is located on East Main Street in Lancaster, or find them online at ffministorage.com.
Redeemer Lutheran Church and Dr. Jack Davidson. You can visit them online at redeemerlancaster.org.
InFocus Consulting, the data agency. Online at infocusconsulting.com.
Roger Weaver and the Weaver Law offices online at weaver-law.com.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Hi, this is Tracy Schaefer with Lancaster Upward Sports. I want to invite you to register your child for the upcoming Upward basketball and cheer season. Please visit www.fairfieldcc.com or call 740-654-0099 for more information. Find us on Facebook at Lancaster Upward Sports.
LSN. Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.
Thanks for watching FCA on LSN.